everybody, Paul Humiller at Dream Guitars. Welcome to another episode of Around the World of Tunings. This is our first altered tuning, and it's going to be a real simple one. We're going to go to drop D. Many of you would have already used this tuning, but if not, you should try it. It's really fun. So all you do is change one string. The low E goes to D. It's very easy to do without a tuner. Just hitting the fourth string. And you listen for the vibrations. This is the key to all tuning. If I make it off, you hear that. If they're in tune, they should not have much of that vibration. So there's my D. The rest of it stays standard tuning. So now that I have a low D in the bass, the secret to this tuning is that if you want to play an E chord, you have to do something because now you have a D in the bass. So what happens is this song lends itself to the key of D. So if I play a D chord, now I've got this big low D in the bottom. So as I promised with this series, we're going to learn a 1-4-5 chord in every tuning and probably a 6th chord. So here's the actual tuning. Let me go over the strings for you. It's D, and A, and D, and G, and B, and E. All right, so standard tuning with just a lower. And then here's the 1 chord is the D. Okay, the 4 chord is going to be G, but an interesting thing now is we have to come up to the 5th fret. So I usually use my 3rd finger. Now depending, if I just play the bass note and the G and B strings, I get a really nice G chord with 1 finger. If you want to play more than that, you can add other notes up above, but you don't have to. You can just play that simply. If you play it with the top string, it just changes the color. It makes it a 6th chord, but don't worry about that. So 1 chord, 4 chord, and the 5 chord is your A. On the 5 chord, your A is your 5th string for the bass, so you ignore the bottom. So in drop D tuning, there's 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5, 1. If you want to play a 6th chord, you can play your B minor, which you probably all know, the bar chord. I do it with just 2 fingers in this tuning. And you get this beautiful color. So you're going to see in these altered tunings, we start to get free 6th and 9ths and 13ths by just leaving strings open. So I'm going to play the 1st finger on the 5th string on the 2nd fret, and then I use my pinky on the 4th string, 4th fret, and everything else is open. And again, you ignore the low D on the bass. So it's just a simple version, or you can play the whole bar chord if you want to do that. I'm a big fan of not doing bar chords ever, so I just use 2 fingers and I let the other colors come out. You get this beautiful little 2-finger chord. 2-finger B minor chord is really sweet here. You got the G string in there, which is not in the normal chord, but it adds a nice color. So you can add that to your songwriting or your cover songs and have a lot of fun in this drop D tuning. See you next time.